Hello and welcome back to another video for the first time in a while. Today I want to make a video on my new mower I got almost a month ago now. I had made a video on it the day that I had got it, but it was a crappy video and I didn't want to publish it. I didn't want to put it out there, so I didn't, and so that's why I'm posting right now. I got this thing, September 19th, something like that. 16th maybe, I don't know, something like that. It was on a Saturday in early September. So, but yeah. So this is a John Deere F911. When I got it, it was pretty worn out. All of the bearings in spindle 1, 2, and 3 were shot. The drive shaft that goes from there into right there is shot. We're getting it rebuilt right now. The tires were horrible. They tore up the grass and they were too small, so we put different ones on. I painted the rims up nicely, and yeah. So yeah, this is my new mower. First video I've done in a while, that's for sure. I know I said I wanted to put more videos out, but I guess that was a lie. Okay, so more on the machine itself, and like what I've done to it so far, and what my plans are with it, and why I got it. I bought this thing for way less than what it's worth. I'm not going to say, though, because it's still quite a bit of money, but I got this machine because I wanted to do custom mowing, and I'm going to do custom mowing next summer. And I'm planning to do videos about it next summer, too, just to go along with my custom mowing journey, I guess. I don't know. So yeah, when I got the machine, it was like, as I said before on my first clip, the deck was pretty worn out, but we rebuilt it and painted the inside of it white, but of course it's worn off there, and so it doesn't look too nice now, but it looked really nice before. We were getting the PTO shaft rebuilt because it's buggered. It was really slopped out and stuff like that, and the only thing I need to fix on it right now is this PTO lever. It doesn't like to stay engaged, and apparently there's a magnet that turns and generates a magnetic field that keeps that lever engaged for keeping the PTO on so that the mower can turn. And apparently those magnets can get full of grass and dirt, and they will not stick, and that lever will not stay engaged, if that makes sense to anybody. So I've got to take that magnet out and clean it and replace some parts that people say wear often. And yeah, it's starting to rain. So either that, or I take this lever out, drill a hole right here, maybe, right there, and put a toggle switch there, and just use an extra positive wire that can be found under the dash there, and wire that to a toggle switch, and use these two clutch wires right here, the green and black wires, and wire those two to a toggle switch, and it should work. Ground it out, and yeah. One thing that I already got to on this thing is putting lights on it. So if I turn the key on, there goes the fuel pump. It's knocking away. Turn that switch on, and then these rigid lights are on. They're freaking bright too. I posted a short about them earlier today, of me mowing with them at nighttime. So yeah. Second thing, or third thing I guess I want to do is get this fuel gauge figured out, because that's weird actually. It said it was empty before, but not anymore. It's at about half a tank, but yeah, it's broken right now, so I should probably turn the key off. But it's broken, it doesn't work, so I'm gonna get that figured out. And another fuel related thing is there's a tank right here, and you see how this is notched out right here? Well, on the bigger models, like the F911, there's another fuel tank. See how this is notched out right here for another fuel tank you can bolt on here. And apparently you can do it with any F900 series mower, so yeah, that's what I'd like to do. One thing I'd like to do. And then there's two more things I'd like to do to this mower, is find a 72-inch deck for it. This one's a 60-inch, but if I can get a 72-inch deck, that'd be even better. I know of a guy who has an F935, and he would sell it to me as a parts machine. And I'd take that, because it has a 72-inch deck, and I'd take that mower deck off of there and put it on here, because apparently every F900 series mower deck is interchangeable. Doesn't matter what model it comes with, so. Because I think the only difference with these things is the motors that they put in them. Because the F911, what I have, has a V2 Kawasaki gas, and it runs like, this thing's a beast, man. Like, it's hot. I just started it up like probably 20 minutes ago and let it warm up for a couple minutes. And I don't know if you can see the raindrops evaporating off of the muffler like almost immediately, but that's how hot it runs after like 20 minutes. It runs freaking hot. So I'm not going to touch anything. This engine's already been rebuilt. It's had a patch in the block, which means it blew up. It's got two new piston rods and a new piston. So yeah, someone obviously didn't take care of this thing before I got it, but now that I've got it, it's going to be taken care of. And then another thing I'd like to get is a second hydraulic lever. So this one's for lifting the deck up and down, because these decks are so big you cannot do it manually with a lever. You have to have hydraulics. But yeah, you can get a second one. I don't know if you can see that silver button in there, right there at the end of my finger. But yeah, you can get a second lever for like angling a snow plow or something and stuff like that. And then you can push snow and stuff. So yeah. And then I did some research on what this hole was on the steering pedestal, I guess, on the steering column, and it's for cruise control. So I'd like to get cruise control for it if I can't get a diesel one for a good price, because the diesels have cruise control from factory. If I can't get a diesel one for a good price, I'm gonna get cruise control for this thing, which is probably what I'm gonna do. But if I can get a diesel, then we're in business, baby. So I just drove it back to the house, and here she is running. It idles pretty nicely. There's no issues there. Here it is lifting the deck. You really yank on it. There we go. And then you sometimes I just do this and let it drift down, then you can push the lever and it go down faster. This is the tarp strap I use on my PTO lever. I'm not going to turn it on now, but I hook it from there to there so that it stays engaged before I clean the magnet out. Yeah, that's basically it. Thanks for stopping by in this video, and I'll see you all in the next one, I guess.